Good afternoon, everyone. Well, there's been some serious developments within the managerial role at Newcastle United today. Sky have announced that Emery looks like he's in pole position to take over the job. In the betting odds, he's now 1-20 to take over. So that means if you put £1 on, you will win 20p. Not exactly a lot of money, but, you know, that is significant change in the odds in my eyes. But this is Bazati's NUFC on the World of Sport TV. Let's have a look at the two guys as the front runners. Right, ladies and gentlemen, and whoever you identify yourself as, Bazati's NUFC on World of Sport TV. Quick shout out tonight. This will be given away on the Premier League review show. I've sent out various tweets asking everyone who has subscribed to make sure they're on the list, because YouTube, if you sign up to YouTube, it sets your account to private unless you change it, which basically means if you subscribe to someone, it doesn't tell that person who you subscribe to that you have done so. So it's impossible for me to get a full list unless people DM me and tell me they're missing from the list that I've already put out. So please double check it. Make sure if you are subscribed, you're on that list and you have a chance of winning this incredible prize, which will be given away tonight between 7:45 and 9 o'clock. Please come and watch the show, because it'll be a great Premier League roundup show with some new guests on, and really enjoying it. So please hit that subscribe button. And the last one is the missus has started a new business selling replica perfumes. It's honestly, the stuff is absolutely fantastic. She's the sponsors of the show now. We've sold 18 bottles in a day to friends and family because it smells that good, and to work colleagues. So please take down those details. If you want any stocking fillers for Christmas and you don't want to have your eyes ripped out paying 40, 50 quid a bottle, you can actually pay about 16, 20 quid and get the exact same with a different oil, but the exact same scent in a less attractive bottle, but it does the job, and it's much, much cheaper. So please consider that. Commenting already, Emery is the man. It is looking that way, isn't it? And my green screen's deciding to cock up, as it always decides to do when I go live, even though I sorted it out beforehand. But what we're going to do on this show is basically take a good look at the stats, because I think it's important to know what we're getting ourselves into. So we'll start off with the odds-on favourite. I've only done two guys. I think it's a two-horse race, if I'm completely honest with you. I think it's either going to be Emery or Roberto Martinez. A lot of people are saying Eddie Howe's in the frame, but I don't think he is. He's out of a job, and if Eddie Howe was going to get the job, he would have got it by now, and it's looking increasingly likely that he's not. So let's talk about this man. He is the front runner, Unai Emery. Obviously, Arsenal previously had him and sacked him unfairly in some people's eyes, fairly in others. He's now obviously manager of Villarreal, and he's doing a good job there. Yes, he's not having the greatest season this season, but sometimes that happens. It might need a change. What's this one? So, afternoon, Baz, afternoon, pal. Don't rate Martinez. Well, we'll have a look at his stats when we come to it, but we'll stick with Unai Emery first. So here's a little bit about him. So he was born in 1971. His birthday's tomorrow, so he's 50 tomorrow. He's obviously from Spain. He was appointed in July 23rd, 2020 to Villarreal. His contract runs out in 2023, so not long to go on that. Apparently there's a 6 million buyout clause they're saying. His average is 2 years. So, that's not bad when you think about how managers come and go in jobs these days. and the way that he was treated when he was looking after Arsenal, that's not too bad, is it? So I'm quite happy with that side of things. And he prefers a 4-3-3. Now, we've all been crying out for a change of formation, haven't we? So a 4-3-3 would be perfect for our players. So already liking the sounds of things and how he likes to set up a team. So yeah, I'm liking that. Here's his career stats. So since 2013, 51%, 51.7% win percentage at Sevilla. PSG, an incredible 76.3%. Now, I know it's an easy league, and people will say, well, it's only the French league and it's PSG. He's bound to win a lot of games. But look at Pochettino, what he's doing there. He was meant to be the next big thing. Everyone expected Pochettino to go and walk that league, and they didn't even win it last year. So to have a win percentage like that, incredible. And look at his Arsenal win percentage, 51.1%. I mean, and he got sacked. It's even better than his Villarreal percentage, which is 46.6%. And he's won a European Cup with Villarreal. And Arsenal sacked him with 55.1%. I mean, to me, that's just incredible. It really is. Trophies won, 4 Europa Leagues, 1 La Liga, and 6 French domestic cups, which we'll break down here. So there we go. That's when he won all the trophies. Obviously, Sevilla, 4 Europa League cups, was 3 with Sevilla, and obviously 1 with Villarreal. He obviously really likes that competition. He seems to target it when he's in it, which is no more than you can ask your manager to do. Won it back to back, treble basically with Sevilla, and then he's won it with Villarreal last year, which was an incredible achievement, especially when they were up against Man United, who had more talent on the pitch apparently. But there you go. And even with Paris Saint-Germain, look at that, 6 trophies while he was there. You can't really complain about that. I know some of them like French Super Cup. They got, they don't really class them as trophies sometimes, but to me, it's brilliant. League Cup winners. He's got the French Cup winner, and he's also got the league title, of course, and a hell of a win percentage rate as well with them. So, I mean, how can we go from Steve Bruce to say that Emery is not good enough? Some of the people on Twitter at the moment, which is their opinions. I understand that, a lot of people want a different manager. I personally would love to see Rafa back, and that's obviously got a lot of mixed opinions, which is fair enough, because I know he doesn't play an attractive style of football, but the position we're in, with 4 points in the league, we need someone to come in and basically drill these players and get them organised and get us winning games quickly, because if that Christmas period comes around and we are in trouble. So for me, Emery looks like a great appointment if it is going to happen. It does look like he's massively the bookies' favourites. So let's see what happens. Skip some comments. So here we go. So I play 4-3-3 on FM22. What's your win percentage, Liam? 49% win rate in the Premier League with Arsenal. It's superb. Yes, I am, Truls. Thank you very much for asking. I hope you are as well, mate. I would take Emery over Martinez. Martinez has taken Wigan down, but did win the FA Cup in last season. He did win the FA Cup last season, but would you rather have the FA Cup and go down? There's that big question. And David, the King of Northumberland, definitely happy with Emery. Good. Dave gives a thumbs up. I'm not a fan of reappointing managers. No, I get that. I mean, we did it with Keegan. It could have worked out if it wasn't under Ashley. There's no reason why he couldn't work for Rafa again. But again, that's everyone's opinion. And it's great to debate it. Afternoon, mate. I am Chris. I hope you're well as well. Emery is a good phase 1 appointment for you. Yeah, see, this is what we think about phase 1. 3-year contract potentially. See where he's at. If he can't take us further forward, we appoint a bigger manager. But the most important thing we do this season is stay up. It is imperative that we stay up. Hi, Bella. Thanks for joining. We're in Germany. I hope you're happy with hopefully the appointment of Emery. Fingers crossed. To be honest, I think he fits the bill short-term success. I do as well. Good Trules. Hey, Trules, says David. And it looks like he has the tactical knowledge to change during the game when needed. Yeah, that's something that we've always struggled with when we're watching our managers on the sideline. They just don't know how to change a game. They literally look to see what they look at. Jones against Chelsea. He was going to make his substitutions and bottled it, and then we ended up getting beat 3-0. It was terrible. I'm unbeaten at home. Only Arsenal, Leicester, Southampton, Liverpool have beaten me. Not bad. But how many games have you played? Because you could have played all them away. Villarreal played Man U off the park a few weeks ago with several first-team players missing. When we have outplayed Man U at Old Trafford, not in my lifetime, never at Old Trafford. Don't think we've ever played them off the park. Maybe once when Keegan was in charge. I remember Rob Lee bursting through one goal and he was going to score. He was literally going to be 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper, and Solskjaer hacked him down. And I think we would have won that game. We ended up drawing in at 0-0, and I think we deserved to beat them that day. But we've never played Man U off the park, not like Liverpool did. That was incredible. We'll take Emery, but my pick would be Fonseca. I don't think he's in the running now, Trules. I really don't. I don't know what's happened there. I would love to find out why he hasn't been given an opportunity, because he's out of work. You know, it seems an easier appointment than Emery with having to pay 6 million, but obviously the owners prefer this one. So loads to look forward to under Emery. ASM will be awesome under Emery on a 4-2-3-1. Depends what formation he plays. Like I say, he likes a 4-3-3, so we'll see. I'm guessing everyone's going to be glued to the TV tonight, going to be watching Villarreal. I, unfortunately, will be on a live stream doing the Premier League Roundup show, so please join me for that. And I will be drawing the 2005 fully signed, framed Newcastle shirt to give away. So I will try and watch it on my iPad at the same time as doing it, but I don't want to ruin the show. My overall thoughts, he'd be good for you short term for 3 years. I don't think he'd be the answer in the future when you peak at your takeover, but to start off with 3 years, he will do a good job. Yeah, this is what we need. This is what we got to think about. As a club that's only got 4 points and second bottom, we've got to think of the short term, keep us in the Premier League, get us into mid-table, and then push on from there. So let's see what happens. Fonseca looking likely for Aston Villa now. Yeah, I heard that, Darren. It's be a great appointment for them. Emery in the dugout for Brighton away on Saturday. We don't know, Liam. It depends on when it's all finalised and done. If it is going to be done, then we can find out what's happening. But he's definitely taking charge tonight, and it's his 50th birthday tomorrow. So if he wants to fly over on his birthday, that shows a lot of dedication. So we've talked about Emery. Let's just talk about Martinez, because he is probably the second backup. And then Howe probably third, but I don't want to talk about Eddie Howe because there's not really a lot to talk about. But Martinez is an interesting one, obviously managing Belgium at the moment. Here's a little bit about him. So he's obviously 48. He's a little bit younger, not by much. He's Spanish as well. You know, he was appointed in 2016 to the Belgium job. His contract runs out in this year. So obviously it'd be a lot cheaper to get him now. His average coaching team is 3.6 years. So that could be perfect for us again. You know, owners trust them. They trust Emery, they trust Martinez. So it could be a good appointment. His preferred formation would probably struggle with our team, 3-4-2-1. I'm not sure how that would work with the players we've got. So I don't know if that would be a concern to any of you guys watching. And there's a little bit about his history. Obviously, there's only one trophy he won. That was the Wigan 2012-13 season when he won the FA Cup 1-0. And unfortunately, the team went down that season. His win percentage is Swansea, 50%. Obviously, some of that might have been in the Championship as well. Wigan was 29.1, but obviously the team was always struggling. But then his Everton percentage is good, 42.7 with them. That's actually quite a good win percentage. Belgium's is fantastic, but you expect him to have the number one international team in the world he's managing. You expect him to have a high win percentage. Otherwise, he wouldn't have a job, would he? So 75.8. And then 44.1% overall percentage. But obviously that Belgian percentage really does knock that up a little bit. So maybe he's not the guy for us. I don't know. I mean, how can we even? I mean, go from Bruce to Martinez is still a massive upgrade, isn't it? So we've got to think about that. But yeah, there's some good stuff there. Poor Torres will be a canny start. We need January will be huge. I mean, Emery will obviously be able to pull in some good players as well. He knows the Spanish and French league like the back of his hand. Martinez again also finished third in the World Cup, so that's obviously quite. I mean, it's the golden era for Belgium. Should they be winning it? We got beat off France, who are another fantastic team. So it's hard to say, but yeah. So the owners are trying to get him before Brighton game. From what the several medias have reported, yeah, Jules, that is correct. They are hoping to get him in for Brighton, but we'll just have to see. One thing, if Emery joins, it will stop the press crap for about a day or two. It will be whoever bring in during the January window. That's what it'll be next. It'll be literally, we'll be linked with this player, linked with that player. It's just going to be one of those. Martinez won't suit us. It's hard to say, Liam. It really is. He does play decent football, though, which a lot of people are crying out for. It just depends whether, with the squad we've got, whether they can actually gel. I don't know. We'll just have to hope that Emery is the man, and it is going to be done tomorrow. So that's what we've got to look out for. Wigan did a Birmingham pretty much. They did. I definitely prefer Emery too. Yeah, I think if you look at the stats and what he's won and what we've gone from, you just can't argue with that, can you? It was Croatia who was in the final against France, wasn't it? I think it was. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. France beat them. Hopefully before the next game. Even if he's not in the dugout for the next game, the new manager, whoever that may be, Emery, hopefully, we need the announcement before the game because this club needs a lift. We need that new manager bounce. And if you get a new manager in the stands, a lot of the times the players react because they need to show what they're capable of. They need to show that they can play good football. They need to show they can perform. Otherwise, Emery will have them out, And Jones as well has obviously got his neck on the line. He says he's got a job secured with Amanda with what he's done, but Emery might come and have different ideas and might put him somewhere else. So he's obviously got to prove that he can actually change things up, and he's not just a Bruce Ball fanatic, because the last two results against Chelsea and Crystal Palace were absolutely terrible. Liam, we definitely need a clear out. We really do. Right, well, that's the two managers who potentially will be coming in. I've got to shoot off now because my niece has just been dropped off and I've got to look after her for a little bit. So this has been Bazati's NUFC on the World of Sport TV. I hope you've enjoyed the little information that I've given, and hopefully we'll have a new manager by the next game. So thanks for watching, guys. Have a great afternoon.